Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing a little Cayo Perico guide for all of you people who are wondering how exactly you can do the airstrip route, choosing the main dock as the spawn point and then going to the airstrip or the north dock. I'll also be teaching you how to do that and how to open all the possible loot locations in both locations. I am gonna also do a main dock route guide, so if you're curious about how you can access all those secondary loot spots without alerting the guards and fail the elite challenge, I'm gonna be teaching that to you in this video. But first things first, let's talk about how we decide which route we're gonna take, because a lot of people who play the Cayo Perico heist like just doing it as fast as they can. During the intel mission they only drive to the control tower and don't care about checking anything else, and then they decide to take the airstrip route or the north dock route just based on their personal preference, either the easier path or the harder but with more chances of good secondary targets path. But I'm here to say that if you actually care about making the most amount of money from every single Cayo Perico heist, you should absolutely always check the secondary loot locations to see whether or not you're going to choose the airstrip route or the north dock route for your Cayo Perico heist, so you can always guarantee the most amount of money and always guarantee at least $1 million, even if you get the tequila in the normal difficulty. So make sure that if you actually care about the money, always come and check the loot. So make sure that you always check all the possible loot locations if you care about making the most amount of money. If you just care about moving fast, then there's no problem about it. But if you care about trying to guarantee the most amount of money, then you should always check, because you might end up finding some Coca-Cola either on the hangar or in this little shack right here. Unfortunately, in this run I only found one Coca-Cola in the airstrip, and just based on this information I could already just go to the communication tower and finish the intel mission as fast as I can. But what I like to do is, even if I only find one Coca-Cola in the hangar or none, and I can already assume that the north dock is gonna be better, I still like checking all the possible spots in the north dock as well to know exactly what I'll have to do on the heist itself in order to make the most amount of money. Having said that, the north dock might always be better than the airstrip purely because of this room that is bugged since the heist released, where it says you need 2 people to access it. But if you choose your infiltration point as the north dock, you can open the door solo and you can access the loot inside. So as I said in the beginning, if you care only about going fast, then yes, always choose the north dock since it has better loot potential as long as that room stays bugged. But if you care about making the most amount of money, then you should absolutely care about checking all the possible secondary loot locations to see where the Coca-Cola is at. But I know what you might be thinking, what about the rare instances where you end up not finding a single Coca-Cola either on the airstrip or in the north dock? Well, in that case, they're most likely gonna be on the main dock. So in case you want to go for the main dock, it is usually only worth going if you find Coca-Colas in one of these locations, in one of these 2 locations. If you have 2 Coca-Colas in both of them, then it's generally worth going to the main dock. But in case you find Coca-Cola in this room right here, it is unlike the room in the north dock. If you come here and try to open it, you actually need to hold it or else it won't open. If I open here and I try, it will close. So this is not like the north dock one. So if you end up finding Coca-Cola here in this room, then it's not worth going to the main dock. So I am gonna also do that in this video, a main dock route guide. I'm gonna be teaching you how to get those Coca-Colas and not fail the elite challenge as well, so stay tuned for that. It will be the 3rd route I will show in this video, so yeah. Also, another hint, if you want to minimize your losses, at least for the first time you do the heist, always check for the hidden chest locations that reset daily, because if you find all the 4 hidden chests that reset daily, you can get up to $100,000, which will cover the cost of at least your first heist. The website I like to use in order to check all the hidden chests is gtaweb.eu. Here you can see all the hidden chests that reset every day, and you also can see other information as well, like all the secondary targets, possible disguise locations and whatnot. And in order to unlock these hidden chests, you first need to complete the heist for the first time, doing it for Little Madrazo. And after you finish that, there will be a chance of in any of these locations marked on the map here, there will spawn a dead guy with a backpack. And if you find one of these locations, you can walk up to him and grab his metal detector. That way you'll be able to search for these hidden chests and you'll be able to find them once every day, every single time you're doing an intel mission. This website also shows possible locations for the drunk guard that you can get the key to the golden gun in Mr. Rubio's office, so check it out. So in this run, for example, I have the tequila, and since I found 2 Coca-Colas on the North Dock, I can 100% guarantee that I will be able to make at least 1 million after the heist, even though I'm doing the heist on the normal difficulty. Another hint as well, if you end up not finding 2 Coca-Colas in either in the North Dock or the Airstrip, if you only find one, try to look at Mr. Rubio's office and see if you can find a painting, because if you do, you can get 1 Coca-Cola, which will fill your loot bag to half, and then you can later get the painting in the office, so you can fill the rest. After you finish scouting the secondary loot and the primary target, you can either continue on the island trying to find all the hidden chests in order to cover the cost for starting the heist for the first time, or you can just get seen by a guard or unalive yourself falling from the tower to get to the airstrip faster. The choice is yours. Anyway, now I'll showcase exactly how you can do the airstrip route, going through the main dock all the way to the airstrip and to Mr. Rubio's compound, and how to silently open either the hangar or this little shack right here. I also showcase the North Dock route, which will spawn over here, get to the North Dock. I'll showcase how you can open this area, and this area, all while maintaining stealth and not failing the elite challenge. I'll start with the airstrip route, then I'll show the North Dock route, then I'll show the main dock route, and after all of that, I am gonna show how you can enter the compound and everything you need to do inside of it to not fail the elite challenge, and how you can escape the island. All of these routes will take in the Longfin as the approach vehicle and the drainage tunnel as the infiltration point. So when you do your prep missions, make sure that you select those, and yeah, let's start. So the first route I'm gonna showcase here is the airstrip route, and I literally got the perfect run because I got 2 Coca-Colas on the hangar, and as we can see there, the Coca-Colas plus the tequila plus the cash in the secret vault will always guarantee me $1 million at the very least. So for the airstrip route, you want to set your infiltration point to the main dock, and here on the weapon loadout you can double click the suppressors, so make sure that you equip them. So for this route, as soon as you gain control, you want to take a left here to go straight to the airstrip. Try to stop the Longfin in this area right here, making sure that it doesn't stay grounded, but it also doesn't stay too far in the sea that it gets pushed away too much. Here we want to take out this camera, then we can kill one guy and transfer the aim to the other. Don't worry if you don't kill the second guy here with a headshot. You can always spray him down when he's down, because no one here can hear your missed shots. So feel free to dump an entire mag on him if you feel like it. And here, as soon as you arrive, we kill this guy. Here, this hangar is considered a interior, so jumping is actually faster. And to get on the top side right there, we grabbed this forklift, we grab this box, and we put it like here. And that's the first time that happens. And then we have access to both the lower part of the hangar and also the top part there. Now for the next area, in case the Coca-Cola that you found was in this area, what you want to do is simply come over here, climb this wall, climb the top of the house here, wait for that guy to move. Be careful with the car when he comes so he doesn't see you. Kill that guy. And break this camera. And you can go down. Be careful with this guy over here. If you break the chain and go inside here, he will hear you, so wait for him to go a bit far, and you can break the chain and just come here and loot. Another hint, if you are doing this by clicking, you can pause the game and it will actually continue picking up. It might not be as fast, but you can be way better on your fingers in case you need it. And then you just go back to the Longfin. So here, as you can see, we have 478,000 bucks, taking to both Coca-Colas. If you feel like it, you can take this car just to try and get there back to the Longfin a little bit faster. Just make sure you brake before it gets to the water. So here, as you can see, the Longfin is not that far out in the sea. It is still near the land, so it's easier for us to get in and we don't lose time swimming. to get back at it. If you hold space, you can make sharper turns, in case you didn't know. If you hold control, the Longfin will angle like this, and so you can get a little bit faster, but you also lose a little bit of control. You start getting bounce here, so be aware of that. So now I'm gonna teach you how to do the North Dock route without failing the Elite Challenge. Make sure that you set your infiltration point to the North Dock, and remember to equip the suppressors. Let's go. So as soon as you gain control of your character, you're probably gonna hit this wall, perhaps not like this, but you take a sharp right. Try to stop around here or there, doesn't really matter. Then once you get here, we can kill this guy, and we can get here quickly to go and kill both of them. And then you kill that guard on the water. Make sure that you kill this guy at far away, so that guy on the car doesn't see him. And also kill this guy. As you can see there, you can spam your shots, so don't worry too much about doing every single headshot, getting every single headshot, you know. And you can enter here just fine, you know, and loot. Then for this next area is a bit more dangerous. Luckily, I got these guys here, which helps a lot with the cameras here. Then you wait for that guy to go back inside. Be careful so he doesn't see you. I guess the disguises help, but I prefer I'm doing this as if I didn't found the disguises, you know. So you wait for him to go inside, then you make your way here and try to make sure that you kill this guy right around the middle here, because it's too close to the exits, will make people see him dead. Then you can access here with no problem. And here, if you want, you can also kill the guard on the tower. It's not that big of a deal. Here you be a little bit careful to not alert that guard. You can do this and you shall be fine. Then around here we can walk around this way, because there's another guard here that we need to deal with. He's in the perfect position. We just come here and boop, and that's done. And now we can safely avoid this camera, though, if you don't have a disguise, that is. And now we can safely enter this room, and then we can just start looting. Then again, I managed to find a disguise in this run, so be careful with the camera there. You can break it if you want, if you prefer to, but you can just get in and get out while it's looking that way and not this way, you know. But just make sure that you are careful with the camera. And there's a car coming, so I'm gonna use the water here to move around. Just make it to here. In this run is a good example to talk about when you only find one Coca-Cola. If you only find one Coca-Cola, do not worry. If you find 2 green stuff, or you get 1 green stuff and some cash, you'll still be able to fill your loot bag. Again, if you manage to find a painting in Mr. Rubio's office, then go for it. But if you don't, then don't. The paintings are always worth more than the cash or the green stuff, so always look for them in Mr. Rubio's office. But if you don't find, it is absolutely okay to get the green stuff or the cash just to fill your bag, you know. Getting 1 Coca-Cola is still enough to make 1 million, so it's fine. And then from here, after we get back to the Longfin, there I could have used the truck to get into the compound, but I prefer showing it as if I didn't have the disguise, you know. So we just make our way over here, and then we just go to the compound from here. So yeah, now I'm gonna show the main dock route. So in case you want to go to the main dock, you just set everything like this. Remember to equip the suppressors. So when you get control of your character, you can just go as fast as you can to land here in the main dock. It's a bit hard here to stop in a place where the boat won't go too far, but it is doable. So, and genius. And then when you come around here, this guard will not know about you. He won't care, so you can just shoot him. You can also shoot that guy. Then we can come over here stay a bit far because there's a car coming. So we wait for that car to come, and we can stay here. We can stay closer to the tree, staying behind it. And once it passes, we can just shoot him, shoot that guard, and then we can just come here, shoot this guy, break this camera, and that's pretty much it. Now you can do whatever you want in the main dock, and you won't alert anyone. So you can just come here, open this one, loot inside. It is better if you try to stay behind the tree so you don't get seen by the car. What I did there was kind of risky. Putting bags, more money in bags. And we can come here in this other area in the map, and we can also open it. That guy, it's funny, that guy doesn't get alerted by this, apparently. And then again, this room is closed, so you can only get inside if you have 2 people. So yeah, those are the only 2 locations you can get loot from if you're playing this solo. And that's pretty much it for the main dock. Then you just go back to the Longfin and make your way to the compound, and that's it. And now I'm finally gonna show what you have to do once you're getting close to the compound with the Longfin and what to do inside. So here, as you're getting close to this area, you can just jump off of the Longfin and you'll be close to the drainage pipe. And here, a little adaptation you can do is try to position the cutter in the middle here to cut both things at once. Try and go a little bit faster. And once we're done, we can just swim in through the drainage pipe. So here, as we arrive at the compound, this route is pretty much universally known by now. We just go up these stairs, go around here. You can try doing it on the outside while hugging the wall there, but it's kind of dangerous. You wait for this guard to move, so you can go. And here, just be careful when you turn to not bump into that guy. Here there will be a guard, so be careful, equip your gun, walk up to him and smack him in the head. So if you shoot, you might alert some other guards. Here you can open the safe to get a little bit extra money. Just like that, we are over 500,000. So here I'll let other version of me explain how this works, because I already explained this in another run. And if you know the trick, which is literally just, this is 0, so this is 1, this is 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3. And that is literally how you do it. You just set this for initial one as 0, and then you set like this, and you go 1, and then you select go back, and then 1, 2, and then you go back, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth until you solve it. The same exact thing also works in reverse. If you set the last one as 0, then you go back 1 or 2 or 3 the further you go up. So here for the plasma cutter, it's good that you try to stay in the middle here, because it is when you use it as long as you can. Don't try to edge it on the edges, either at the beginning or at the end. Just stay in the middle here, because it's the best. It's also the fastest way to do it. Also, another hint about this heist: if you get Coca-Cola, if you don't find a second one anywhere, you can grab a painting just to fill your loot bag if there's one in Mr. Rubio's office, and that will fill your loot bag. So in case you need it, there it is. And as we go out here, we can just do as much noise as we can, because no one listens to anything apparently. We just jump this wall, get over here, and as soon as you press E here, the guards don't see you, so you can just do whatever you want with them, that they won't be alerted. And even if they are, it won't register that they are alerted, and you'll be stealth as soon as you leave the compound still. Then once you get out, you can just come up to this guy, shoot him in the head, grab his bike, and then follow this route because it will take you as far as you can on the water, so you can jump out into the ocean and escape really fast. I unfortunately missed the jump there, but that's okay. Once you are falling in the water, try to fall on your wheels in the bike. Either let the bike fall the way it wants to, or try to control it so it falls on both wheels, so you don't take damage and lose a little bit of money in the process. Sometimes it can be only 2,000, it's not that big of a deal, but sometimes it can be quite a lot. And then as soon as you get here near the whale, the mission is pretty much over and you completed the heist using the airstrip route. I recommend you only follow it, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you find 2 Coca-Colas on the airstrip. If you don't find it, then go look for the North Dock. I got at least $1 million, and because I completed the elite challenge, I'll get an extra 50,000. So I made $1.1 million in that heist, even though I got the tequila, all because I took the extra time to look for the Coca-Colas instead of just filling my bag with complete trash secondary stuff. So this, for example, is the same run as the one I was doing in the main dock. Here I have the Cincimito tequila, and I could only get 1 Coca-Cola, and I had to fill the rest of my bag with the green stuff and some cash, and I still made over $1 million. And I'm pretty sure I will be able to guarantee at least 1 million profit here, because even though I only got 1 Coca-Cola, I got Coca-Cola, and the Coca-Cola is always worth going for this exact reason. And always remember to get the extra cash from this secret safe, guarantee a little bit more money, you know, to make sure that you get as much money as you can on the heist. So as I can see over here, I made over $1 million. I thought I failed the elite challenge there for a second, but I actually didn't. So I guaranteed $1 million, even though I only found 1 Coca-Cola and with the Cincimito. And that's just how powerful the Coca-Colas are, to be honest. That's why you should always go for them. And this is pretty much it for my Cayo Perico guide. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it insightful, and perhaps you learned something new. Perhaps now you will be able to master how to do every single route with no problem at all. So yeah, thanks everyone who watched, and I hope to see you guys in the next video or the next stream. Goodbye.